Hello, welcome back everyone. Bloodless Knight here with another World of Tanks video for you. Going to show you the newest tank that was added into the game, the American double-barrel tank, the TS-54. Now, there's a lot of controversy and issues with this tank right now. Basically, the main one is that you have to pay a Watt Plus premium subscription in order to at least be able to use this tank. You will never fully own it. It is pure and simple, just a pure rental tank. That's all it's for. Now, there's also been... So that's the biggest controversy with this thing. You will never own it. But the odd thing about it, it has the weirdest role in the game, such that you can put in the role of any crew member into this tank. So you can have a tank destroyer crew in here and it works. Which, by in part, is really bad. Because now you want to train a crew to a tank destroyer, but you threw it in a heavy tank. That's not going to be very compatible. Some of the basic skills are, like, I would say if you train it up to get brothers in arms and go back, that's fine. The other issue is, this has 5 crew members, but if, of course, you can't really see behind my COG logo, is commander, driver, gunner, and 2 loaders. No radio operator. The commander's the radio operator. That's a big no-go, considering how some of the tank destroyers actually have a radio operator. So that's a big problem. The other issue things I found out with the TS-54, of playing it for several times when it first came out this week, it is a very difficult tank to play. Very difficult tank to play. And this match is going to make this tank be completely different than what it seems. This is not really a very good tank to have. It's not one for any new players to have. It is far exceedingly more difficult than the T-34, and they both play the same. So, case in point, they have a really, really strong turret armor. This one has over 300 or 310 in the turret, somewhere around there. It's a lot of armor on the front of the turret. However, you can see how small this thing is. Like, just hang on. Let me see if I can get this. I'm still doing that. So it's a tiny turret. It's very flat and low to the ground, like the 777-2 from the Russian side. Now, with that, that's a problem. It's only got negative 8-degree gun depression, which is also another thing that hurts. Unlike the American T-34, that has a 10-degree gun depression, a much taller profile turret. That, I still have no idea how the 7.3 got that shot. But, with the taller profile that the T-34 has, it can actually get into some decent positions, as well as with negative 10 gun depression, to only have its turret exposed. This, however, it's much harder to get the right spots needed for this tank to maximize your potential of what you can do with a tank. So here comes the card, and boom, there you go. Almost at 2,000 damage though. It's a double barrel, and these are 94 millimeters. Double check, yeah, 94 millimeters. That's the other odd thing. So unlike the Russian, which of course the IS-22 is only 100 millimeters. So roughly it plays like the IS-22, only the IS-22 has somewhat better profile, better armor. This has no armor in the hull whatsoever. It's only 100 in the front and 50 or less everywhere else. You do not want to expose a turret. It's more like an oversized medium tank, unless you can get in certain positions like I am right now on this map, where it's a right perfect spot. Only at least I'm tall enough to have my turret pop out, but if I go anywhere else, I'm doomed. So decent reload, decent pen. It can average up to 300 damage, just like a 90 millimeter. So that's all in all not bad. So, but again, it's just an extremely difficult tank to have. So anyone who's brand new and does the subscription, you get this tank, I would recommend you avoid it for a little bit. It's just way too challenging, unlike the American T-34, which all the American T-34 needs is a improved reload speed. That's all it needs. It doesn't need anything else. It doesn't need speed, doesn't need armor, Doesn't need aim, accuracy, none of that. It just needs a better reload. Now, I finally decided to move after a while because I'm like, nobody's there anymore. That 101 moved, and this was a mistake because I wasn't paying attention to the left, and no, they were, but thankfully got one shot off, and then essentially, as soon as I saw that he was over there, I backed off. I was like, there's no way I can sit there without getting shot. T-25 pilot, got a shot, 305 damage. I mean, it's not bad damage. It's literally like taking the Pershing going around, but I mean, emphasis of literally being a Pershing, a low-profile Pershing. That's how I see this tank, and here you're about to see another mistake. But yeah, other than that, is it a powerful tank? No. Is it a fun tank? Absolutely. And here's where I thought I'd die, because here comes the T-29, but this is where I'm going to prove to the T-29 that the 90mm is not the gun to use. And not just because he missed this shot, but it's literally not, it's not the gun you use on this. It does not have, it's like, oh, load gold rounds in the 90mm and you do a whole lot of pan and a whole lot of damage. No, that's not it. The 105's gold was, if he had the 105 gold, he could possibly have done something to my turret. Because the weak spot on this tank is right about here. That's where the turret's weak spot is. Other than that, it's just don't even attempt to, I mean, look at that. Don't even attempt to try and do that. Double barrel action right there. Don't even attempt to try and hit the turret. It's just hard. So all in all, yeah, this match, you can just look at it and be like, but look at what you're doing in this. I'm like, yeah, this is the only match I've done this so far. Every other match I've had struggles with. Against tier 10s, your turret does help, but they're taller than you. They'll just go right ahead and just, I got your hole in sight. No debris will help you. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. This was one of the best matches, pretty much the best match I have done in this tank so far, and ended up being the best match so far for this tank since it came out. Took out the Stretsvan, took out 4 kills. I mean, it was a struggle at first because we lost the Pantera early. All these things, and yeah. So apologies if you wanted me to explain more about this match, but I just wanted to explain more about the TS-54. It's just not, for $9 a month, it's not worth it if you want the tank. It's not. You have to look at Watt Plus subscription for the other benefits, such as the gold reserve, the free dismounts of regular and bounty equipment, additional excluded maps. You have to look at it on the other things. For this tank, I think I'd rather go with an American T-34. At least you'll finally own it. Because the T-34, there's a lot more positions that the T-34 can get into and flourish, such as hill battles. This thing cannot fight in hill battles. And so, yeah, they found the last 2. I decided to sit here. They're going to kill him. But, oh, yeah, it's... This is a very difficult tank to play. It really is. And there's the win. So all the tanks are dead. 4 kills, 4,200 in damage. Only 1280 blog, but yeah, just like what I did with the T-29, I proved that that 90mm is not the gun you use on that thing. So don't go with what everyone says that, oh, you'll keep your DPM super high if you use the 90mm. Because right here, with how thick this turret armor is, he couldn't pin it. He couldn't get the right spot, not realizing that there's no armor in the hole. So no armor in that hole, that chassis whatsoever. That's where you aim for this thing. And it's got decent speed, decent rotation, so it's kind of hard to flank it, but if you surround it, you will eliminate it. But yeah, this is just what I want to show you. This is the best match I've done so far. I've actually aced this tank with this match and ended up being the highest base experience everyone had to beat, which was 1,461 base experience was needed to beat now. Probably somebody has already beaten this already because this was the first day it came out. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody already passed that and got over 1,500. But how I finally aced it and set the bar high on this match, which is the only worthy match I've done. I've done a few 2,000s. One I got close to 3,000, but I lost that match. This is the one where I did this much and won. It is not a tank that can carry the entire enemy, the entire team, even when you're high tier. It cannot carry the entire team. It's just way too difficult to play. So that's just what I wanted to point out and show you this. And yeah, everything I'm saying is contradicting against it. It's saying that it's not worth, if you want Watts up just for this tank, is not worth it. It has the weirdest roll, but it is the only American double barrel tank. But yeah, to me, I don't think it's worth $9 a month just to have this tank. So you have to look at all the other benefits that Watt Plus gives. So other than that, let me know what you think. Let me know if everything is against, it's contradicting. If you actually had a good time with this tank, let me know if you're having a good time. If you have it, if you agree that yeah, it's a bad idea, it's not worth $9, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know. Put down in the comments if you agree with me that it's not worth it. So other than that, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you hate it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments what you think about the double barrel tank. And stay tuned to follow for more videos. More will be coming later. Stay safe, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.